Good evening, Toastmasters and a welcome guest. It's me again. And could you please take a look at these pictures? And can you tell me that which face do you like to see more? Tango, can you tell me that which face do you like to see more? Yes, most of us are more delighted to see a happy face because we think that feeling happy is a more positive emotion, it's a stronger power, and we should always look on the bright side. And so, we are always more delighted to look at a happy face and be friends with happy people. About all these reasons, we force ourselves to put a big smile on our face always, and we refuse to cry. But do you ever notice that crying is also important in our life as well? You know, we people have emotions. We laugh when we are happy, we frown when we are mad, and we cry when we are sad. But do you ever notice that? Can we really make our life that simple? When is the last time that you cry out loudly? And all of these trace back to when we were only kids. Our parents, they bought us presents like this. They told us that we have to learn from them. We have to be tough, be strong, and be undefeated. We have always to stand up immediately right after we fell. And then we grow older. We go to kindergarten. And then, if you are a boy, people will start telling you that being a boy, you can't drop your tears easily. And if you are a girl, you will easily find out that boys especially like to make fun of the girls who always cries a lot. So, once again, we learn to hold our tears back. And then we became starving teenagers. Starving teenagers always consider that crying is sort of humiliating. We thought that crying is a sign of weakness, and it is also a sign of giving up, which are both what the teenagers refused to admit. Last, we became grown-ups, and we started to consider ourselves adults. We think that it is inappropriate for such a big man to cry like a crying baby. And so, we pretend that we are tough, we pretend that we are strong, and we refuse to cry. But did you know that crying is really important, and eventually we will find out that we are already used to a life without tears. Until one day, when we are walking down the street on a very cloudy day, and we find that we are upset. We felt upset because we found that there was something going wrong, only that we couldn't tell what's wrong. Only until it rains, we feel much better, because we found that our emotions are exactly like the cloudy weather. We need to give away our tears, like how the cloudy weather gives away the rain. So that we couldn't feel much better only if we express all our sadness out at once. It is always okay for us to cry if we need to. We need to learn to deal with tears. So, no matter who you are, or what your job is, or what your age is, it is always okay for us to cry as long as we are a living creature, as long as we have feelings. And we should always learn to express ourselves directly if we need to. Because crying is the only way to express ourselves and explore all our sadness at once. And crying isn't shameful. It's only an appropriate way for us to express ourselves. Tears are another kind of gift. And we should use this gift to express our sadness and let them make us good. Because if we don't do so, if we don't just cry out loud when we need to, we will have to keep all the bad emotions to ourselves, and then eventually we will find out that we have all the bad emotions in ourselves, and we will drive ourselves crazy, and that will do us no good at all. So, the point is that we have to just express ourselves when we need to, and You may want to be Superman or Superwoman. You may not want to just show yourself the weak part of yourself in front of others. But we're only humans after all, and we make mistakes, and we feel sad. And it is always alright for us to just scream and yell and cry out loud if we need to. Because if we don't do that, others will never know what we're thinking. And you might not believe in what I'm trying to tell you now, but the next time when you're feeling sad and low, maybe you can just give it a shot and try to cry. And then you will feel so much better when you give away your annoying stuff with your tears and let them flow away. And by that time, you will know what I'm trying to tell you. Back to TME.